Investing used to be just for the rich folks out there. It used to be the case that you'd have to pay high commissions to some fancy guy to execute your trade orders. You would have to have a high minimum in order to open a brokerage account, and research wasn't readily available and free to do. Well, today, everything has changed. There are $0 commission brokers out there. I'm going to be talking about some in this video, and there's an ability for you to get as much financial information as you possibly want. Honestly, anyone can invest today. It is so easy to do. Even a dog could do it. Well, maybe not everyone could do it, and certainly not this dog, but I will tell you which investing apps to get if you want to start investing and grow your wealth. So my name is Kevin Conway. I do videos like this all the time on real estate investing, passive income, and everything personal finance related. If you like that sort of thing, check out my other videos, subscribe to this one, drop a like. Now let's jump right into it. The new upstarts in personal finance have really changed the game, and the old guard has followed along with them. Commissions are now a thing of the past thanks to firms like Robinhood, which pioneered the $0 commission trading model. Fractional shares are now available to investors out there who want to invest with as little as $1 and buy a share of a company in order to get started investing. You even have platforms out there which are set it and forget it, automatic investing tools, and it has really brought a whole new group of investors to the game. Confucius once said, "Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without." Now, that may be a little too deep for this video, but the point is, get started now. Don't get too bogged down on the actual platform you use. Just begin investing. Now with that, let's jump right into it. Number one, let's talk about Robinhood. Now, it certainly is the best platform to get if you are a beginner out there. Robinhood is a company that pioneered the $0 commission platform. They do not charge commissions if you want to buy stocks with Robinhood's app. It is a great platform, and evidently millions of other people agree as well, as they have so many active users. It has actually changed and disrupted the entire financial industry. When Robinhood went to zero, a lot of other firms went to zero as well. And just how Robinhood changed the game with $0 commission stock trading, Robinhood is again changing the game with fractional share investing. Now, fractional share investing has been introduced on other platforms before, but because so many people have Robinhood, it's really going to open the door to fractional share investing to so many other people out there. Now, what is fractional share investing? Well, instead of purchasing an entire share, you get to purchase a fraction of the share. For example, if you love YouTube personal finance videos, well, you should like this video. But if you think that Google is going to rule the world because they own YouTube, well, you might be inclined to purchase a share of Google. Now, if you don't want to plop down $1,300 for one share of Google, you just want to buy a little bit of Google, you can do so with fractional shares. You can do so with as little as $1. This may not seem like a groundbreaking concept, but for those who are beginning in investing and have a little bit of money and want to play around and learn, this can be a great tool to have. That's why Robinhood is going to be the best platform to get if you are a beginner in investing. Robinhood's app is very clean and easy to do. You're able to see all sorts of stocks. You can click on them, get research, see how much they've moved up in price. You could purchase them instantaneously. It is a very clean and easy platform to have. It doesn't have every single last bell and whistle on there. If you're a very sophisticated trader, I have an app for you later on in the video, but if you're beginning in investing or you just want to just simply buy stocks with $0 commissions, Robinhood can be a great choice for you. I've played around with Robinhood just a little bit, and I have a referral link in the description. If you want to click it, you'll get a stock if you sign up for it, but do not feel the need to use my referral link. Use someone else's or go directly. Just be sure to get that free stock when you sign up for Robinhood. Okay, number two is Charles Schwab. Now, Charles Schwab is old school. Now, they were originally the bad boy on the block. When they introduced themselves to the financial world in the 70s, they pioneered the low-cost commissions. Before, commissions were extremely high. And then Charles Schwab came in and really shattered the expectation of so many different brokers out there by lowering their commissions to a very reasonable level. Now today, Charles Schwab has $0 commissions. It was the straw that broke the camel's back in the financial world. Once Robinhood went to zero commissions and changed everything and got millions of users, Charles Schwab followed them. And once Charles Schwab did so, everybody saw that and everybody went to zero. Today, Charles Schwab is a much more traditional bank and brokerage firm. It has branches everywhere, and it also has a lot of financial products like checking accounts and other things as well, which can bring you into their ecosystem and make a seamless transition for your financial life. Charles Schwab is also introducing fractional shares soon. They don't have it today, but it is coming soon for those who want to begin. And there are no account minimums on Charles Schwab in order to open it. I actually opened an account myself a couple months ago, and I've been incredibly impressed with Charles Schwab so far. I knew it was a customer service oriented company, but really I was blown away. When I first signed up, it was very easy to do, and I actually got a call from a real person a few days later who wanted to just check in and see if I needed anything, which was very strange. He wasn't trying to sell me anything. He was just from Charles Schwab, and he wanted to make sure that I had everything in order. And so far, I've been very impressed. Probably my favorite feature of Charles Schwab isn't the $0 commissions, it's not the fractional shares, and it's not even all the other things that they have, such as options trading, Forex, and a bunch of other research tools that they have on their platform. It's actually something they call the income projection tool. Now, it's really what it sounds like. It allows you to see what all of your securities and stocks are going to pay in dividends in the future, and it estimates that on a monthly and quarterly and yearly basis, so you can actually see exactly how much money you're going to be paid in dividends from the various companies that you earn. It is a very, very motivating thing to have. It really makes you want to save and invest even more because you see your passive income growing little by little by little, and it just makes you hungry for more. So overall, I'd recommend Charles Schwab to those who are either looking for a little bit more out of a platform to where they could do a little bit more with options and other things, or those who want a long-standing firm and not some new company like Robinhood. Now, Robinhood is a reputable firm, but it's only been around for around 8 years or so. Charles Schwab has been around for decades and will continue to be around for decades into the future. So if you're looking to put your money in a company that'll be around for a long time and have the tools of all the new financial technology firms out there, Charles Schwab can be a really good option. And again, it's free to open and maintain an account there. Number 3 is a company that really needs no introduction. It is, of course, Vanguard. It's one of the largest financial firms in the entire world and is a true pioneer in low-cost indexing. I mean, quite literally, Vanguard invented the index fund. They were the first firm out there to actually make an index fund. It was the first index fund which mirrored the S&P 500. Now, for those who don't know what an index fund is, it basically is a fund that comprises a lot of different companies in it to give you diversification. It's basically taking the adage, don't put all of your eggs in one basket, and applying it to investing. Vanguard has been religious about lowering expenses, lowering expense ratios, and today they actually also have $0 commissions. They just announced this a few days ago. So they have $0 commissions on any of the stocks you purchase with Vanguard. And of course, their index funds have $0 commissions as well. They have a very, very tiny expense ratio, but again, they are a great, great deal to have because it gives you broad exposure to the markets. The reason why Vanguard is so near and dear to my heart is because of the structure of Vanguard. I know that I'm not going to be nickeled and dimed, so if I don't check my account every month, every week, or even every year, I know that things are going to probably be okay at Vanguard. Now, what I mean by their structure, well, Vanguard is actually owned by the owners of the funds. And who are the owners of the funds? Well, it's you if you invest in Vanguard. So their structure is different. They are not a publicly traded company. They're not looking to make an enormous profit off of you somewhere, either directly or indirectly. They operate essentially at cost. This is a product of Jack Bogle, probably the greatest investor, one of the greatest people in investing in the last half century. He's done more for people than just about anyone else in the investing world. One thing to say about Vanguard is their platform is not super clean. It's a little bit clunky and old school, but it gets the job done. In fact, some people think it's a feature, not a bug, that they don't have a lot of features. Now, the reason why I say that is because when you have a platform that shows you the daily price fluctuations of your stocks, and it also allows you to instantly trade and instantly do all these things with your money, you're probably going to be missing out on gains over time. In fact, that was a philosophy of Jack Bogle. He says, just stay the course, invest, set and forget, and do not worry about the daily fluctuations of the prices. Now, Vanguard doesn't have the ability to get the latest information in the quickest and easiest way, but it is a great company if you're looking to set up automatic investing. So if you're paid every 2 weeks, you can set up to contribute $50, $25, $100, whatever it may be, into index funds in Vanguard for free automatically. It is a very, very clean tool to do to build wealth over time in index funds. Vanguard is a great company. It's free to open an account. It's free to have. There are no commissions now on stocks, and there have never been commissions in the recent past on index fund investing at Vanguard. It's a great company, something I highly recommend. And number 4 is Interactive Brokers. Now, this account is best for either those who want a bit more sophistication than Charles Schwab, or for investors who are not based in the United States. I made a previous video on my top investment apps to get, and a lot of the comments that I got were actually from people outside of the country who are looking for a place to invest, but they didn't have access to Robinhood and they didn't have access to other firms like that. Well, Interactive Brokers allows you to invest from almost every country. There's a whole list of every country online, so chances are if you're based outside the United States, you can use Interactive Brokers to begin investing. Interactive Brokers has a whole lot of tools out there, the ability to trade Forex, options, the ability to have precious metals, and of course stocks and bonds of all different sorts of companies and all sorts of countries. You can invest basically in anything through this platform. It is very sophisticated if you want really good execution with a platform that has a very high reputation. Interactive Brokers is a great platform to have. Now, if you're in the United States and you want more sophistication, Interactive Brokers is great, especially because there are $0 commissions on stocks purchased at Interactive Brokers if you purchase United States stocks. Now, if you're international, the commission and fee structure depends on what country you're in, but it's going to be a low commission option for you. Sometimes it's as little as 1 cent, sometimes it's $1 or $2. Either way, it's going to be a low cost commission way to begin investing. And this company has been around for quite some time, will continue to be around for a long time. It's a great option to have if you're more sophisticated or you're not based in the United States. So don't let good be the enemy of great. Get a platform and begin investing today. Don't worry about the daily fluctuations of securities. Do not worry that the market is up or down. Just invest consistently over time and you will do well. Do not put all of your eggs in one basket. I have some horror stories, which I'm going to detail later on in my channel about my worst investing mistakes. So stick around for that. Subscribe to my channel if you want to know how much money I lost, which is always a fun thing to do. So like this video, if it helped you out in any way, leave a comment with any of these platforms that you have. I want to know, or did I miss anything? Do you like other firms out there? Some other good ones I recommend are M1 Finance. That's very similar to some of the other ones I've talked about before. And of course, Fidelity is pretty decent as well. There's other good platforms out there, but don't pay commissions. Invest consistently over time. Get diversification, or at least do a lot of research before you purchase individual stocks. I'll see you next time. Let me know if you like this video with a like. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.